Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 22nd of September, 2024. So the synoptic situation then. So this was as of midnight last night. You see the trough line went through there with some pretty heavy showers on it. The high pressure that we knew it and I've been talking about for the last 3 or 4 days now is slowly breaking down, and this low pressure now that's centered over the Atlantic, I think, is going to come through with some fronts and certainly spoil our weather for the beginning of the week. I could be wrong, but I think that's possibly going to be the case. If I run that through to midday today now, you can see the low pressure is pretty well centered right over us, really, and there's an occlusion attached to it, which has got all this low cloud and crud. And I think that might be the problem really for the whole day. I'll run through to tomorrow. They've got straight lines on their graphs tomorrow rather than curly ones. But again, it's going to be a very, very unstable, unsettled day for tomorrow as well. Okay, spot winds today are giving about 080, wind about 25 knots. 15 perhaps if you go a little further north, and actually more around to 210 the further south you go. And here's the actual cloud that we have at the moment. You can see some of the showers that were on that the rain earlier on this morning, but it's building up, and got thunderstorms just to the north of us, Dunstable sort of area at the moment, with a whole load of unsettled weather queuing up behind. The actual rain radar at the moment is like that, and you can see this stuff out in here from the continent is all going to be coming up towards us throughout the day, and I can show that slightly more clearer on the Met predicted rain forecast. So if I run this through, this is at 9 o'clock now, and you can see this dead straight line of showers actually is going to be very close if it doesn't hit us. And then we've got the next trough line actually, by the looks of it, running through from Europe. So as you can see, it's very, very heavy showers and thunderstorms, perhaps around about 10:30. And there's a very, very small possibility of a window after that, around about 12:30. But this area where the sun is getting through is very, very quickly going to fill in. If I run that a little bit more, you'll see the showers start to build all over the place. And it'll be hit and miss about whether we get one or we don't get one. And certainly running through to later on today and into the evening, I don't think it's going to be too good at all. Okay, local forecast is overcast and rain up until about 12. Then a few breaks in the cloud and maybe a little bit of sunshine, but still a very, very high percentage of rain up until 3 o'clock, and then an hour's gap, and then rain again for later on today. Max temperature today of 17, and the wind is a nice calm-ish easterly breeze, 7 or 8 knots. GFS is giving us a max temperature of 19 if we're lucky, with a dew point down at 16. So there's only a 3 degree split there throughout the day, and that's why we've got this low cloud at the moment. View outside the window, as you can see, totally overcast. This overcast is about 400-500 feet at the moment, and that's about it. 5 knots of wind from the east. The actual temperature at Lasham at the moment, 15.8 with a dew point of 4. And if you look at the temperatures and dew points, they're not rising at all. They're obviously, there's no heat coming through to the ground. And I don't foresee anything like yesterday happening today. Okay, so Odium then are giving 9 knots from the northeast, mist, and their TAF is not valid for the weekend. And if I go to Farnborough, they're giving us 8 knots from the east-northeast, broken clouds at 300 feet, broken at 700 feet, light rain and mist. And if I run through their TAF, let's see, from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock, 2.5 kVs, broken cloud at 3,000 feet with QNIMs, thunderstorms, heavy rain, small hail or snow pellets or mist, and a 30% probability later on between 11 and 4, broken clouds 700, broken clouds at 3,000, QNIMs and thunderstorms, hail, rain, small hail or snow pellets. So, not surprisingly, top meteor's got no chance of anything today. And if I run through the significant weather forecast, so this was at 10 o'clock this morning, and I could run that pretty well through the day. There's lots of thunderstorms embedded in this lower cloud. This is saying cloud base below 1,000 feet. And if I run this through now till at 1 o'clock, the thunderstorms are getting heavier and heavier in our area. And even by 5 o'clock this afternoon, it's still saying overcast. It might dry out enough. Who knows? I think the enthusiasm to glide may have significantly waned by then. Okay, so sky sight is you can see the heavy showers around. It's going to be hit and miss. They're not indicating quite as many showers this afternoon, but as you can see, it's just going to be potluck really about whether or not we get one. But in between the showers, there's going to be relatively low cloud base, I think. And point forecast is giving low cloud, maybe getting up to about 1,500 feet, perhaps for a short period. But if you look above, the high, mid, and low level clouds are complete, filled in for the whole day. So there'll be very little heat getting onto the ground. So there's not going to be many changes to the weather throughout the day. And the wind is 8 knots from around about 100 degrees thereabouts. No TAMs, we'll just quickly run through them. I don't think we're going to be going anywhere today, but the usual 19 is Barton Stacey, live firing. 20, there's flares at Rushmore, not till this evening again. 23, Ash Ranges, danger area. 132 is active today. 25, there's a RAT for UAVs only at Virginia Water. And this lot over here, 27, 28, 29, 30, there's a temporary CTA at Kemble, controlled by Bryce Norton from 1 minute past 1 today until 5 minutes past 2 today, local times, surface to flight level 105, and then Otmore ranges are active today. So if I run through the airfield layout, initially there's the cross section. Thanks for Ron, even though he's on leave, he's still supplying the cross sections. We do appreciate it. They sort of make a lot of sense. So this is all the crud we've got at the moment. It's slowly rising to about 1,000 foot by maybe 12 o'clock today. And I think seeing all this top cover is just going to stop any sun getting through. And they're towering Cume up to 28,000 feet. So there's definitely going to be raining amongst them and severe turbulence as well. And there's even low cloud right up until 3 o'clock this afternoon down at 700 feet. So I'm not that hopeful. Hazards of thunderstorms and the general situations, the low pressure is dominating the area with a high risk of thunderstorms. So operationally then, there are no movements. We've got low cloud and rain throughout the day. Small possibility of a flying window this afternoon, I think. It might even be just before 2 o'clock, but if there's still people around, they do want to fly, then there may be a very, very small window after then, but I'm not that hopeful. 30% probability of showers or thunderstorms throughout the day. Nice calm winds easterly all day. And if we do fly, we'll set up on 09. And we did come across a couple of wet patches on the airfield yesterday, and of course we've had a lot of rain overnight as well. So it's not inconceivable we might have to start reverting to wet weather setups. I've spoken to Paul this morning. We're going to put the beam on the launch point vehicle for if it's needed. Okay, fleet-wise, we've got 5 K21s and 3 K13s available. 2 K21s are on the booking system with Dave Williams and Jeff Clark. 1 K21 is booked this afternoon by Paul Roberts, and that needs to be 773 or 778 because of the rudder adaptive kit. And there's 1 K21 booked by Mike Gatfield in the morning, Dave Calvez in the afternoon. Otherwise, all single seats are available, and remaining 2-seaters are available for the casual list if needed. General reminder about the buggies, please, still, and the simulator, which may get used today, is working well. Feedback motors are now working well as well. And if anyone's going to Arboin that hasn't flown the simulator, we can set it up to Arboin, and it's very, very useful to have a look at the local area. Okay, there's a booking list, Dave Williams and Jeff Clark, and casual list for the K21. Trial lessons I've cancelled or certainly cancelled this morning, and we can have a quick look this afternoon. Ashley Benjamin will be doing the trial lessons if there are there, and his preferences are for K21, so I don't see any reason why he couldn't use that. He'll obviously need to get it DI'd and ready. And if we set up, we'll set up on runway 09, the standard operation, air toes to the north and wind shears to the south. Okay, right, guys. Hopefully we'll see you out in the airfield, or if you want to help get the simulator set up or any bronze exams, this morning's the time to come and see me and get it done. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.